bit her wing and bit off a couple of her toes. She's a good bird, though. Achoo. Yeah. What is that from?
Don't even know.
Does that Leave It to Beaver? What is that from?
Don't ask me.
I don't think that's Leave It to Beaver. That's dun da 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 dun da dun da da da
Oh,
da.
yeah. Was it
You
Captain
got the right,
Kangaroo, maybe?
it's the right rhythm you got there, but
Yeah. Maybe it was Captain Kangaroo.
Might be My Three Sons.
No, that was
da 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 da.
Oh, all right.
You're good at that, Tom.
We'll do some research on it. Hey, Karen. Hey, Sue.
Hi.
Hey, Joanna.
I have three.
Hey, is this
sons,
the
so-
date, is this the date yourself game?
I
Yeah,
guess so.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
kinda.
Captain Kangaroo.
And there's Freddie K
All right.
and Snake.
And so the like at old Joe's barroom, the regular
Crowd shuffle.
crowd was there. Yeah.
Crowd shuffles in.
So, sisters and brothers, welcome to the 106th
Yep.
virtual Catbird Cafe. Thank you for showing up. God bless you all. Just so you know, today's suggested themes, well, today is the Day of the Child. It's Honesty Day and Hairstyle Appreciation Day. And of course, as always, following the theme is optional.
And we are beginning with Laney.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say a prayer.
That.
Please join me in welcoming the wonderful and delightful and lovely Mike Delaney.
Oh my! Oh my!
Yeah,
Oh,
for me,
Oh,
for
my
me, every day is Hair Appreciation Day. So I'm going to play my two oldest songs, and they're both written about 25 years ago. And the first one, I know exactly what day I wrote it. It was written in a Bob Franke songwriting class at Summer Acoustic Music Week. And the way Bob's class works is the first day he does a little interview and he gives you an assignment. And then the next day you're supposed to come back with your first draft. And I had nothing. I had nothing for the rest of the week until the night before the last class. I wrote this. Too little, too late. This songwriting class could have been really great. Too little, too late. I have to come up with a song. Well, the first thing you need is a singable chorus. One that will lift us, not one that will bore us. The next thing you need is attention to meter, where accents and syllables follow the leader. Be careful, don't get stuck in dead ends. And be sure that you sing it to friends. Too little, too late. This songwriting class could have been really great. Too little, too late. I have to come up with a song. The next thing you need are some fanciful rhymes. Some will be stretches, others are fine. You might not be able to find the right word and have to reach out for something absurd. Stay with it and you'll reap dividends. And be sure that you sing it to friends. Too little, too late. This songwriting class could have been really great. Too little, too late. I have to come up with a song. Finally, it's best if you put in some content like a childhood crush or your time in the convent. Paint pictures with words and create heartfelt feeling. Metaphor and images makes it appealing. It's a struggle, but the joy never ends. And be sure that you sing it to friends. Too little, too late. This songwriting class could have been really great. Too little, too late. I have to come up with a song. Bob Franke says that this song needs a bridge. What the hell is a bridge? So I added this little smidge, and now I have me a bridge. Too little, too late. This songwriting class could have been really great. Too little, too late. I have to come up with a song.
Ingenious.
Great one.
Love that one. Love that one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. That's an oldie but goodie goodie.
I think that's on my first CD, and I think Tom Maynard is singing harmony on it, if I'm not mistaken. But
Oh my gosh.
So was I.
yeah, right. So this next one is a work song. It's a parody of a song from Sound of Music, and you'll recognize that. I wrote it for work. It's also with Waltz Time. Meetings and schedules and issues arising, budgets and strategies the boss needs apprising, emails and faxes and telephone rings. These are a few of my management things. Petty bean counters with red inked accounting, production quotas, the pressure is mounting. Where are the perks and the tropical flings? I can't escape from my management things. Our reports due, I can't find you. You've hung me out to dry. But I will get by in my management way. I'll blame someone else or lie. Policies, procedures, and a union grievance, belows or meets, or even exceedance. I've yesed them for so long, my head's on a spring. I'm so fed up with my management things. Headaches and ulcers and panic attacking. Am I deficient? Why am I still acting? Screwing up big time, what notice it brings. I really hate all these management things. When the plan fails and my skin pales and my butt's exposed, I update my resume, send it around before I'm completely hosed. My plan won't fail, won't hear me wail, 'cause I'm on my toes. I know if they downsize, they'll keep me around, 'cause I'm a complete brown nose.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's
Another
just
classic. Another
so
classic.
great, Mike.
Thank you. Thanks.
Really something else.
Move over, Weird Al.
Love it.
Thank you very much.
Very
Thank
good.
you. That's Mike Delaney. Let's hear
Mike.
it. All
I'm
right.
going to stop recording.
Coming up, we've got Michelle Avedia, followed by Angela and Dan and Tom. And Michelle's looking forward to the end of her season of teaching French,
Wow.
and she's.
Oy. Sorry, I thought I was number 3. So I.
Oh yeah, and I'm sorry, I was trying to keep it from you.
What?
He's not here.
Yeah.
Our heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
There-
Okay.
Well said.
Give it up, please, for Ms. Michelle Avedia.
Go, Michelle. Go, Michelle.
Go, Michelle.
Okay, give me just one momento. Okay. Okay. Hello. So the first song has nothing to do with the themes suggested, but I've done it before, but I haven't done it in a while. So, it's what a difference a day made, and I'm gonna sing it in the usual way I do it, which is in Spanglish, because it was originally written in Spanish by Maria Greber. But I was talking about how my school year is ending, and I sometimes cannot help it. I sing to my students, like I sing the things that I say, and when they mess up with a verb or mess up a vocabulary word or something, and then they get it right, I say something like, "What a difference a vowel made," or "What a difference a verb made." So, so I thought I'd sing it. The second song, I'll decide what it is as I go, because I think I have a kid song, but anyway. What a difference a day made, 24 little hours. There is sun under their flowers, where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear, but now I'm a part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear, since you said you were mine. What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me, skies above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, there's heaven when you find romance in your menu. What a difference a day made, and that difference is you. Cuando vuelva a tu lado, no me niegues tus besos, que el beso que te he dado no podrás olvidar. No me preguntes nada que no haya que explicarte, que el beso que negaste ya no lo podrás dar. Cuando vuelva a tu lado y esté sola contigo, las cosas que te digo no repitas jamás. Por compasión, une tu labio al mío y estréchame en tus brazos y cuenta los de nuestro corazón. There's heaven when you find romance in your vineyard. What a difference a day made, and that difference is
Oh, oh my God. That's so beautiful.
Beautiful, Michelle. I missed hearing that voice. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's so, yeah. I don't know how to say it in Spanish, but c'est très belle. Who's that très belle?
merci, monsieur. Okay, let's see. So, I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but here I go. Let me, hold on a second, I'm sorry, okay. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, this one I am gonna do a cappella because it is a song that is usually done with piano. So, Leonard Bernstein, sure you can place him, wrote a lot of things and did a lot of things in his lifetime. One of the things that he did is that he wrote operas, and he also wrote song cycles. And he wrote a song cycle called I Hate Music. And it is a song cycle for soprano and piano. And it is, although it is for adult singers to do, it is told from the point of view of a child, and it's a cycle that has 5 songs about basic random things that children, see or think about. And in this cycle, it is about a little girl named Barbara. And the last song of this cycle is called I Am a Person Too. And so I'm going to try it here. Let me see. So I'm going to have to read it. Sorry. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. I just found out today that I'm a person too, like you. I like balloons. Lots of people like balloons. But everyone says, isn't she cute? She likes balloons. I'm a person too, like you. I like things that everyone likes. I like horses and movies and horses and soft things and red things. Don't you? I have lots of thoughts, like what's behind the sky, and what's behind the sky. But everyone says, isn't she sweet? She wants to know everything, don't you? Of course course, I'm very young to be saying all these things in front of so many people like you. But I'm a person too. I'm only 10 years old. I'm a person too, like you.
Hey, Michelle.
Great.
Wow.
You are a
Wow.
joy.
That's wonderful.
Thank
Wow.
you so much.
Thank you, Michelle Avedia, the fantabulous one.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right. Now we're going to motivate over to Seamus, Shalley, and Zampino. Casa de Angela. How you doing?
Okay.
Good.
Still getting used to all this stuff.
Well, you look great in earphones.
Thank you. All right.
Could someone mute me,
Oh,
please?
yeah, I'm sorry. Put your hands together for Angela Mashali.
So I thought one of the themes was children. Am I wrong?
No,
Yeah,
Day of the Child.
Day of the
Yeah,
Child.
the child. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Dia del
This is to children.
Niños. Day of the Children, that is. But yeah. Okay.
How's this guitar sound? Is it too loud?
Maybe it's breaking up just a little.
Okay, I'm gonna go it down a little bit. Okay. Better? Yesterday, a child came out to wonder, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky is full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're old must appease him, and promises of someday make up his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summer's gone by. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. Tell him, take your time, it won't be long now. Till you drag your feet just to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And go round and round and round in the circle game.
Lovely.
Wow, that's very nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Gorgeous, Angela.
Yeah, and his voice is amazing.
Okay, so the next song is a song I wrote a while back when I was going through infertility. Dan and I never found out what it was. We just didn't happen. I am a mother of Adam, who's my stepson, but he's like a son. I wanted a daughter. I wanted another child. So this is a song that I wrote, and I was talking to my mother, and she was really kind of very upset that, that I wasn't getting pregnant and all. So it's a song, it's called Okay Mother. And really what this is a song about is coming to acceptance of what you have and being grateful for what you do have. So. I hear the laughter, brown eyes she's twirling, catching snowflakes, curly hair drenched in rain. My heart aches, my arms too long to hold. Why have I not been chosen? I am getting old. Yet fate has cast this longing unfulfilled. The other roles I play in life leave me standing still. They don't seem to matter anymore. They cannot heal this fruitless tree that's hollow at its core. I rock myself alone in the wind. Mother, have no fear. There are many children touching me. I've looked inside and found them. No need for sorrow, Mother. It's okay now. I adopt the flowers surrounding me. Here's to spinning free. Here's to living my life as me. Mother, I walk freely in the music of the wind. I accept my path, cradle the babe of my friends' concerns, and with fertility I give birth to myself. Like a great tide bursting out to sea, here's to spinning free, here's to living my life as me. I hear the laughter, brown eyes she's twirling, catching snowflakes, curly hair drenched in rain. My heart aches, my arms too long to hold. Why have I not been chosen? I am getting old. Yet fate has cast this longing unfulfilled. The other rules I play in life leave me standing still. They don't seem to matter anymore. They cannot heal this fruitless tree that's hollow at its core. I rock myself alone in the wind. Here's to spinning free. Here's to living my life as me, as me, as me.
Oh my,
That's gorgeous.
Angela.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's in one of your CDs, right?
Yeah, it's second one. I'm not sure
Lovely.
which one.
But
Yeah.
I don't recall ever having played it at the Catbird before.
Well, yeah, it's one of those emotional things, but you know, I mean, I'm really at a different point in my life. So I remember when I first played this, I played it at my CD relief party, the second one, and yeah, I was tearful as I played it. I was still
Well, it's a
dealing.
beautiful song.
It
Thank
is.
you.
And,
Thank you for sharing it with us.
yeah, thanks for being you. Give it up, please, for Angela Mishali. Okay, we're going to stay right where we are and hear from Dan Zampino, and then we're going to check in the Peanut Gallery to talk to Janet. Then it'll be Tom Maynard, and then Sherman Whipple. Okay. Hey, Dan.
Hi there. Do I sound okay?
Yep. And you look good,
Okay.
too.
All right, I'm not going to put on anything beyond myself. Well, there were several themes, but one that was missed was today is International Jazz Day, and it was since 2011. It was started by Herbie Hancock, and there are jazz concerts going on all over the world. So I decided I would add a new theme, if you don't mind, to the mix. And I'm going to do two poems, one about musicians. The first one is a jazz musician. The second one is a blues musician. Do I sound okay, by the way?
You sound great.
Okay. So jazz. This one I've done this one before here, and I'm going to do it again. I just love this poem, and because it's about Rahsaan Roland Kirk, and it's called Rahsaan. Blind man bluffing, his saxophone, flute, harmonica strapped to chest, seeming to exude music in his straddle toward the stage. Audience in gasp of eternity, since none of his sounds are visible except to him. The empty, dark, rippling, aesthetic, sonorous swarm. It is that way. Who says what he plays? Notes enunciate unencumbered to his followers, the acolytes, but he calls them Eulipian. The artists, the poets, the musicians. In the shadow of an airport where he summons us as his journey agent. That's what he says he is. The moment frozen in jest, since he knows. He knows. Circularity of breathing that siphons us like insects through a string theory of hidden times and spaces. His calling, like a clarion in the desert. Ezekiel would understand. Primacy of prophecy where there's no longer any reason to bind him to nature's gravity. He is divine. In a voice authoritative, rectifying the racism that he can't even witness except through embodiment, such as the paradox of color. Nature's prima facie attesting oppression, but he is pure in spirit, no one before him or since, but of what? He who introduced his drummer as hailing from Finland, Mississippi, at a festival inside Europe. But who would get on the other side of that joke? Finland, Mississippi. Cherub of flame, he could detonate a stage and no one would smell the arson. Out, out, brief musician. Flicker of earthbound years where I'd witness fury condensed into a burning bush. The first time I was barely 21 years old, daring to approach, condensed swirl of a world like a gored bull. Now I know why you must slay the bull first to see God. The matador is an angel. Bright moment, syncopated to multiplicity of sounds, like a democracy in its faulty eruption, until we succumb to our fallen angels and ask, in a pedestrian way, how does he do it? How does he play through one simultaneity, sentimental journey and the New World Symphony? Two saxes draping his mouth like serpents. He is not human. Impossible that a man shorn of sight should see so much of the world's oppression and still celebrate. Eulipians, that's what he calls us. The poets, the artists, the musicians. Says he's a journey agent, lighting the darkness at 2 in the airport morning in the same hollow part of the world. A light in darkness. Bright moments, bright moments. The flute engendered nasal circularity as maleficent as Joyce's Pluribel, who ends the world where it begins again. And we die only when we awaken to the illusion of this moment. A candle in darkness where there is so much darkness, so much oppression, so much hopelessness. Bright moment. But didn't we dream it would be but a brief flicker, knowing the end before it begins? Out, out, brief musician. In a performance where he blazed his brazen saxophone chorale for a crescendo of brightness, stroking his clarion one last time in a volcanic augmentation before he stepped into the shadows and died.
I love that piece.
Wow.
My son, Roland Cook.
Thank you. And now I'm going to shift the gears a little bit, not so much, but I was listening to Sunhouse the other night, and I was working on some of my art, and he's another figure of renown in his own way. I did a piece of this. It was recorded with Dave Jackson behind me, but I'm going to do it by myself. Tribute to Sunhouse. This is the other side of music, I guess. Jazz to blues. Tribute to Sunhouse. On the radio, his throb throbbed. And I knew why I loved the blues. Blues that sliced like a knife through a peach, its sweet vapors like stringy fingers massaging my solar plexus, easing me, a calming sound, a calming pound. That's why I love the blues. Worries of knotted fabric suffocate my breathing, affixing me to a congealment of just how hard life is. Worries emanate. Aging father clinging to his fading shadow, money woes in the form of the helpless aggrieved whose desperation stalks my own. These are tough times we are living through. That's why I love the blues. Sunhouse, mystic delta guitar, throb, throb, to the solar plexus of the universe, aligning all living things to its immersed rhythms. Only the blues speaks this language in its purified form, like pure grain alcohol, like the snow rippling of fallen divinities eaten up by students of the mysteries. Sunhouse knew this divine language. He knew when to scream, when to stop, when to screech, when to pound, when to calm. That's why I love Sunhouse. He plucks, he strums, he is a holy one. That's why I love the blues.
Outstanding.
Wow.
Dan Zampino, sisters and brothers.
Fine.
Well done,
Absolutely
Dan.
great stuff. Wow. And wow.
And wow.
Yep. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
All right. Namaste, my friend.
We're going to do Janet.
We're going to do Janet. We're going to go over to Israel. You know, and I've been wanting to bring this up. Have you read this?
I think I have it, but I haven't read it.
It's a graphic novel, and by Art Spiegelman, and it's about his father who somehow survived Auschwitz. And I had read this some time ago, and now there's volume 2 that I had not read, and I just got it. The first one is called My Father Bleeds History, and the second one is And Here My Troubles Began. And I recommend it highly to y'all. It's by Art Spiegelman. You can get it online. It's called Mouse, M-A-U-S. Now the Jews are mice, and the Germans are cats, and the Polish people are pigs. But he doesn't mean that in a bad way. They just happen to be pigs. It's great stuff, and if you haven't read a lot of graphic novels, it's a great place to begin. So, how you doing?
I grew up on graphic novels before when they were still called comic books.
Oh, yes.
Right, of course.
Yep.
My grandfather had a drugstore. They sold comic books, and I got to read anything that, as long as I didn't mangle it, I could read anything.
You didn't put it back in the rack?
No, they taught me the codes that they used for the dates and wholesale prices, and I'd mark and they give you when the magazines came in, I'd get the stacks, and these are the letters you put on this one, and these are the letters you put on this one, and these are the letters you put on this one. All the little markings in the corners were so that the staff in the store would know what the prices were on the magazines, and what dates they had to be returned.
And how old were you?
11, 12.
Cool.
Great. Yeah, comic books were great. I used to have all the first issues of Marvel Comics, Spider-Man and all that. If I'd held on to them, I'd be a rich man today. But I never held on to
Who
anything.
knew?
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Baseball cards, same way. Yeah.
Who knew?
So you're
Okay.
well?
Yeah. Dan was saying, was talking about jazz musicians. I'm going to see if I can turn the camera around without knocking over too many things. You can see the pictures. I'm going to have to stand up for this. That's okay.
Whoop.
Whoa.
It's not going to work.
Oh.
One of our friends, as a hobby, I don't know. The guy has two professions. One is he's a professor of geophysics. The other is he does massive metal sculptures and print and art prints. So a number of years ago, he did some pictures of jazz artists.
Nice.
Very good.
Sorry we couldn't get to see them. Maybe next
Yeah,
time.
maybe next time. Get your
Great.
a little remote handheld camera.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me try to get if I can get the zoom on the camera. But then I have to look up your numbers again. It's going to take a bit.
Oh.
You want to come back later?
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Let's take a little break then and go on and see what Tom Maynard's up to. We'll do Tom and maybe Janet will be back then. We'll check in with her. After that, it's Sherman and then Phil Hunt. And then because there's only 17 performers tonight, we've got to make sure we get all the peanuts in, all the legumes.
And Beverly Dixon just joined us.
Okay, Beverly Dixon. So we're going to, make, go to the peanut gallery a little more often today. But right now, put your hands together, please, for Tom Maynard.
Thank you.
Well, Tom.
So, yeah, thanks. I'm going to do a couple with the Day of the Child themes, I guess. Starting off with a Cat Stevens song. Hopefully I'm not stealing this from anybody else who's planning on doing it later. It's called Where Do the Children Play? Well, I think it's fine building jumbo planes or taking a ride on a cosmic train. Switch on summer from a slot machine. You can get what you want if you want, 'cause you can get anything. I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day. But tell me, where do the children play? Well, you roll on roads over fresh green grass, or your lorry loads pumping petrol gas, and you make them long and you make them tough, but they just go on, and it seems that you can't get off. Oh, I know we've come a long way, we're changing day to day. But tell me, where do the children play? Well, you crack the sky, scrapers fill the air. Well, you keep on building higher till there's no more room up there. Well, you make us laugh Will you make us cry? Will you tell us when to live? Will you tell us when to die? I know we've come a long way, changing day to day. Tell me, where did the children play?
Great choice. Yeah. Well done.
Thanks.
Yusuf Islam.
Islam.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this next one is my own song. It was your birthday, and you were just 1 minute old. All that I felt then seemed more than one heart could hold. I looked in your crystal blue eyes. There I saw the infinite skies, to the source of all love. I took you and held you. I saw the first breeze in your hair. I breathed deep and smelled you, touched you through your scent on the air. I bent with the weight of my need to be more than I believed I ever could be. It was then that I knew beyond doubt the universe had changed forever. And with it, so had I. I was your father. I watch you standing as you're looking out of the door. And only a step lies between now and all that's in store. You have been yearning to fly into that infinite sky, to the source of all love. And all I can hope for is that I have given enough. And all I have taught you, the lessons were grounded in love. Given you all I can give. Now, this is your time to live. It holds so much promise. be free now. Now beyond shadow of doubt, the universe is changing forever. And with it so shall I. I am your father.
So beautiful.
Oh, that was
Beautiful.
Beautiful song.
Thank you.
really.
Tom Maynard.
Thank you, Tom. That was wonderful.
Oh, he's amazing.
Wow.
Yep. Ooh, all right. Let's check in with Janet and see if she could make that happen.
I think so, because she came back on her phone. So, here she is.
Nice shirt.
Dolphins.
Dolphins. And a shark.
Yeah, and you're muted, Janet.
Only have two hands. The shirt's from my daughter in Florida. My daughter was in Florida for a number of years.
Okay.
And there's your pictures.
Can't see
No, you
them.
have to turn the phone around. You have to turn.
I have to turn it.
You have to.
The phone itself.
You have to adjust
okay.
the phone so it's not facing you.
It's not working.
Okay, and then I have to move this so that I can see what you see.
I'm not sure what you have to do.
It's an iPhone, right? You just
No.
have to turn the camera. You have to turn it so the camera's
Facing
facing
the,
away from
I
you.
hit something that I shouldn't have, and it stopped working. Okay.
She had
Can't hear you, Snake.
You're breaking up.
Breaking up wicked.
I said she had it right. You were looking at the wrong picture.
Well,
Oh, well, we're
Yeah.
seeing only her.
yeah.
She has.
Okay.
She's up there twice.
Oh, Wait
Okay,
a
hold
minute.
on.
so she's here twice.
And meanwhile, I've pressed something on the phone that I shouldn't have, and lost the Zoom on the phone. Okay. I give up. Too much technology.
I don't see her.
Oh,
twice.
I have the technological aptitude of an earthworm, so
I don't see her.
I
twice.
wish I could help. Snake is much smarter in that respect.
Way more.
But some people saw it. I guess Snake saw it. Okay. Well,
Well,
next time.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Janet.
All right. God love you.
Stay as long as you can.
Yep.
All right, now we're going to Sherman.
Sherman.
It's
Yep.
Sherman time.
Yep.
Hey.
Right back from the stage in Cohasset Common. Give it up for Sherman Whipple.
That was a fun gig yesterday.
Yeah. It was great.
So this song, I'm going to hit both of the themes. The first song is Carol the Crystal Diner. And why it applies to big hair is because Carol was a real person. She was a waitress at the Crystal Diner on Church Street in Nashville. And she was all of 5 feet, maybe. But she made up the difference with this massive blonde, and it had to be a wig, that like Super Dolly Parton. And you knew her name was Carol because she had a little chain around her neck with baby teeth that said Carol on it. And my grandfather was a Baptist minister down there, would go into the Crystal Diner very often for coffee, and she doted on him for a couple of reasons, but the main reason was he knew her family and where she came from, because he used to be a traveling preacher when he was a young man out of the seminary, before he settled in at first at Edgefield Baptist Church in Nashville and then Glenwood Baptist Church. So she would wait on us. She would bring me chili with an egg on it. People were constantly dropping silverware on the floor, particularly the guys in there, because her skirt was so short that when she'd bend down to pick it up, there was nothing left of the imagination. And but she was sort of a secret, and when I would hang out with my granddad, he would always take us there. And then one morning, driving from Nashville up to Bowling Green, where we had a farm, and my grandmother's in the car, we're driving down the street, and from a half mile away, you could make out this golden beacon, and it was her hair shining under a streetlight. And as we drove by, I said, "Oh, Daddy B, there's Carol." And my grandmother's like, "Henderson, who's Carol, and how do you know her?" But we continued on. But that image of this woman in a thin coat in the early morning, standing out in front of the Crystal Diner waiting for the bus, stuck in my mind. So it's where this song came from. And parts of the song are actually based on what she would tell. We knew about her history, that she'd tell my grandfather. The graveyard shift, it's over at the Crystal Diner. Sunrise springs red on the sign with a silver ball. And Carol stands waiting for that first bus out of Nashville. Threadbare coat, it's all she wears against the morning chill. Her purse is full of change and a $20 bill. The family needs the money since they've broken up the still. She's Carol of the Crystal Diner, with love for the world deep inside her. She's the oldest of five. Her ma's not alive. No one knows how the family can survive. Every morning she makes the kids their breakfast. Toast and eggs, and send them off to school. Then she claims and she dreams of a life she never knew. But she loves and she cares for the family. Her work is never through. And Pa never knew no job except mixing up the room. On cold winter nights, Mom kept him warm, so the family grew. She's Carol of the Crystal Diner, with love for the world deep inside her. The oldest of five, her ma's not alive. No one knows how the family can survive. Wednesday through Sunday, she waits on all the tables. Coffee with cream, say honey, what time do you get off work? On Saturday nights, lonely truckers whisper love songs in her ear. cups, then pretends she doesn't hear. Oh, marry me tomorrow, says the man with the breath of beer. Never know to take him up if only he were sincere. She's Carol of the Crystal Diner, with the love for the world deep inside her. She's the oldest of five, her ma's not alive. No one knows how the family can survive.
It's a great song.
Really great song.
Carol of the Crystal Diner. I can see her.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
Yeah.
What an image.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you, Sherman.
And this next one is
I dropped my spoon.
this next one's one that actually I had heard my stepfather's mother would sing. So it's an old British English song that Cream did a version of on Disraeli Gears, and it takes on the baby aspect. So we'll try it. Oh, mother was washing the baby one night, the youngest of 10, and a delicate night. The mother was poor and the baby was thin. 'Twas naught but a skeleton covered in skin. The mother turned round for the soap off the rack. 'Twas only a moment, but when she turned back, the baby had gone, and in anguish she cried, oh, where has my baby gone? And the angels replied, oh, your baby is gone down the scupple. Your baby has gone down the plug. The poor little thing was so skinny and thin. He should have been washed in a jug, in a jug. But your baby is perfectly happy. He won't need a bath anymore. He's a mucking about with the angels above, not lost, but gone before.
Hey, nice, Tom. Fun.
Charming. I love
Good
it.
one. Good one.
Sherman Whipple, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
Sherman.
All right. Thank you. And we'll go to Phil Hunt. And then after that, we'll go to Cowboy Bob, but not forgetting to check in with Tracy, who qualifies as a legume.
Yes.
So,
But Phil for now. So
Yo, Phil.
spotlighting Phil. There he is.
there he is. A fan of Chinese checkers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Phil Hunt.
Used to find them at yard sales for $3 or $4, and I realized, they've all got that, star pattern, but they've all got different kinds of dragons and mandarins and temples on them, and they're different colors. And anyway, well, I'll say no more. But Sherman, that song about the baby, I don't know if any of you remember, Cream did that on one of their albums. It was just kind of a joke cut, and Ginger Baker sang it. And I hadn't heard it since 1969 or something like that.
That was on Disraeli Gears.
Yeah.
Actually, the song goes much older than that.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah.
long time.
Of course. But it was a nice remembrance to hear you do it. I got to talk a little about comic books and graphic novels. There were comic books have always been really important to me. I probably got 11 or 1200, mostly old ones, but I've got a lot of the graphic novels that came out in the 90s, and they're really impressive. I mean, there's Mouse, of course, which is probably the most impressive, but there's one called I Saw It by a Japanese comic artist who's probably, was 6 or 7 in 1945, and he was at Hiroshima, and it's a comic book of his recollection of what life was like after that bomb fell. It's really, really searing. And then there's other good stuff too, like Los Tejanos, about the Mexican Texans that fought for independence and then were disenfranchised or worse after the war was over. Comanche Moon, about Quanah Parker, and a lot of good stuff. Anyway, enough about comic books. She showed up in late April, maybe early May. That's when she came around, but she didn't come to stay. The lilac bloomed and filled the air, the grass grew green and sweet. As we headed for the warmer times, she swept me off my feet. May drifted into June, the maple leaves grew lush. If I tried to talk about the future, she stopped me with a hush. We're near the summer solstice, the days are long and light. As darkness comes on gentle, we look forward to the night. Seasons of the year, seasons of the heart. Everything must make an end once it makes a start. As many winters as I've known, I still somehow forget. Sunny days and blue skies give way to cold and wet. June dreamt into July and summer hit its peak. As time slid by, I could not tell a weekend from a week. In dusty, tired August, the leaves began to fade. They were giving up, I knew, from the rustling noise they made. September came on dry and clear, bringing cool relief. How evening comes on early, sneaking like a thief. To take and break a foolish heart by now ought to know. Summer love leaves for warmer climes when the cold winds start to blow. Seasons of the year, seasons of the heart. Everything must make an end once it makes a start. And some of us never learn.
Great.
Oh. Nice. Sound like Woody Guthrie there, by gosh.
You're right, Joanna. Mouse has been, what's the word? Banned. I don't know. Somebody from Boston should know that word. Then I recommend to everyone that get a list of banned books and read every single one of them. All right, what else you got?
Oh, what else do I have? Oh, well, you talked about springtime in the Rockies. I thought of one today from this wonderful album that came out in 1968. It's a beautiful recording, I think. It made me appreciate country music in ways I never had before. And one of the numbers on it is Blue Canadian Rockies, which I'm going to attempt to do on this little instrument a friend gave me a while ago, and I'm starting to fool around with. I was fooling around with it. Then I kind of put everything down when COVID hit, and I had to move and sell my house. But you don't want to hear my sob stories. Anyway, I picked up things again and hope to keep them picked up. blue Canadian Rockies, spring is silent through the trees, and the long breezes are blowing down the shores of Lake Louise. Oh, how my lonely heart is aching tonight from the girl that I left behind. Oh, how I'd love to see her tonight. The sweetheart is waiting for me in the blue Canadian Rockies. Spring is silent through the trees, and the golden poppies are growing down the shores of Lake Louise. Across the sea they call me on a love so good and true, in the blue Canadian Rockies, and the one I long to see, in the blue Canadian Rockies, and the one I long to see.
The blue Canadian Rockies.
All right, Bill.
Bill, fun.
Roger McGinn and Chris Hillman. It was on one of those Sweetheart of the Rodeo tours they did, but anyway, thanks. Glad to be here. And
Glad you made it.
Always glad to see you and hear you.
Yeah.
Will you be going on the walk tomorrow with Tracy?
I think not. I'm grateful for the invite, but I did notice that initially she said it was at 10 p.m., which I thought was kind of...
And Stephen would have been there.
Yeah, I was going to go, but...
I'm not a vampire.
Right.
I am. So, okay. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, we got Cowboy Bob Uvello and Tracy.
There he is.
So there's Bob, and we saw Bob. Bob was at the Eco Fest yesterday as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It was a nice afternoon.
Yeah,
A little cool, but the sun was out. It was nice.
it was a good time had by all. Put your little hands together, please. A Cowboy Bob Uvello.
Woohoo!
Thank you. Make of this what you will, but Tracy opted to go out for a walk rather than hear me. I mean, it's been one of those days. I was shopping. I was at Costco, and I was at the self-checkout, and I mean, this was bound to happen. It hadn't happened yet, but this was bound to happen. And those of you who know me personally know that I've got about 1,000 things on my mind right now. Things are in flux, and there a lot of uncertainty. And so anyway, I was just standing there pondering one of those 1,000 things, and hadn't noticed that the little thing came up that you touch is finish and pay. And so I was just standing, and this pretty young girl came up to me and said, you need to click that button. And I said, what did I just do? I just did something strange to the view. Anyway, gallery, that's what I want. Who wants to stare at me? And anyway, she said, yeah, I mean, even at my age, sometimes I forget to do that. I was going to explain to her that I was just lost in thought, but I opted instead just to smile. This is brand new. This is called The Last Days of April. Last days of April hasn't been a friend. It just don't feel like summer's round the bend.
Woke up this morning, felt a cold November wind. Wouldn't do to lie, it's right there in my eyes. Ever felt so alone? Ain't about someone to call. Ever felt so let down? Ain't about someone to catch you fall. Ever felt so? It's how it is, that's all. Ain't no point to lie. You see it in my eyes. Last days of April hasn't been a friend. Just don't seem like summer's round the bend. Woke up this morning, felt the cold November wind. It's right there in my eyes. Oh, wouldn't do right. You see it in my eyes.
Oh, good song.
Sad song.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's about.
Yeah.
Maybe we can talk about it later.
Thanks. Thanks. This next one's brand new also, and it's got lots of words, lots of chords, lots of opportunities to mess up. But I'm among friends. I'm going to give it a shot.
Yes, you are.
This is called Wood and Stone. Somebody suggested that I needed to write more love songs. I don't tend to write a lot of love songs. I've got 3 or 4, and it's not that I don't love. It's just that as far as subject matter for songs, it's not usually what comes to my mind. But this is a very unusual kind of love song. But it is definitely a love song. It's called, once again, Wood and Stone. There once was a pathway worn down the middle of a hallway's old oak wood floor, led to a room where my memories and my unfinished songs filling boxes and drawers. Boxes and drawers. Is it wrong to love wood and stone? Is it wrong to love earth and trees? Is that reserved for flesh and bone? If that's so, what does it say about me? In that room were walls hung with faded photographs from back in the days when it felt like I could fly. Echoes of laughter and tears from years gone by. Rodeo posters from my rambling days, my rambling gambling days. Is it wrong to love wood and stone? To love earth and trees? Is that reserved for flesh and bone? If that's true, what does it say about me? And there were trees, a tall and mighty stand, that were planted by my own hands. Walls of stone I laid, marked each man's land. Now my roots cling only to the wind and sand. Only to the wind and sand. Is it wrong to love wood and stone? Earth and trees, is that reserved only for flesh and bone? If that's true, what does it say about me? Once was a pathway worn down the middle of a hallway's old oak wood floor. Led through a door where my memories were stored, with my unfinished songs filled in boxes and rows, boxes and rows.
Wow.
Oh,
What a ballad.
Bob.
beautiful.
Hey, Cowboy Bob.
Cowboy Bob Uvello.
Yikes.
Jeez.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
was
you.
really something.
Thank you. Turned himself inside out for us.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Talk to Beverly?
Yeah. In Tracy's absence, why don't we go check in with the president of the Cowboy Bob fan club?
Well, maybe not.
What did she leave to?
I don't see her. Oh dear, she just
dropped off?
She dropped right off as soon as Bob finished.
Abandoned, totally abandoned.
At least she stuck by until
stayed
you.
for you, yeah.
All right, so we can't talk to Beverly.
Never mind.
Never mind.
So then we'll go and see Glenn Gardner.
Hey, hey.
The Hills Dusseltown's a fellow Wormtown survivor.
Absolutely.
Wormtown, of course, Worcester was dubbed Wormtown by the WDOA disc jockey L.B. Worm about 30 years ago. Nobody really knows what he meant by that.
I've heard various different theories, but oh well, you know.
Well, no, what have you heard?
I've heard you can't get much lower than, you know.
That's appropriate.
That's a good one.
That's just one of the theories that I heard, but you know.
Yeah, it's certainly believable.
That's workable.
All right, folks, give it up for Glenn Gardner.
Oh, thanks. What a fantastic session it's been. Really nice. Everybody sounds great. All right, so children. I don't have that much occasion to play this particular song usually, and it's kind of a stretch for me. But the older I get, the more this song means. It's from Fiddler on the Roof. Is this the little girl I carry? Is this the little boy at play? I don't remember growing older. When did they? When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. What words of wisdom can I give 'em? How can I help to ease their way? Now they must learn from one another, day by day. They look so natural together, just like two newlyweds should be. Is there a canopy in store for me? Sunrise, sunset, Sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years. One season follows
Bandwidth.
Can you hear us, Glenn?
I think he broke the internet.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's frozen in time.
Oh, it was such a great song. He was
Yeah,
doing.
he was doing great.
I know.
The day the music died.
Yeah.
Wow. Usually they come back.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't seen it go on this long.
Should we do a wellness check?
Yeah.
Looks like he just got booted off.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
he's gone now.
Maybe he was waiting till sunset.
Yeah, that's too bad because nobody does that song, you know.
Yeah, that was really, really great. And now we're not ready because it's you.
No,
Glenn
so
doesn't
why
come
don't you talk to Karen while I get ready? Okay.
Sure.
Yo, Karen.
Hi.
Yo, Karen.
I'm looking forward to doing that presentation.
Yeah, I am too. And we need to
Yeah.
set up a time to prep for the meeting. I mean,
Yes.
do a prep meeting for it. Yes.
Okay.
Sometime this week.
All right. Maybe you can work
I'll send an
work
email.
that out with my manager here.
We'll
Well,
do that offline.
I'll be right back.
We'll do,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Sounds good.
Email you.
All
So how's
right.
it going, Karen?
Doing very well, thank you. Hanging in there. Beautiful day today. I got out and did a little bit of shopping. Unfortunately, no walking. I was hoping to get together with my son and his girlfriend, but she has COVID.
Oh,
So,
come on.
yeah. So
Good,
thankfully she's been, vaccinated and boosted, and it's not as bad as it could be. So, but she's still recovering from that. So I didn't go anywhere near them today.
Well, that was wise. I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Wow.
Definitely. But other than that, things are going well. I love what I'm doing. I'm certainly helping people. I'm seeing a little bit of an uptick in people getting jobs, so that's encouraging.
Good news. Good news.
Yeah, it's very good news. Like I said, I'm looking forward to hearing Stephen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm putting out promos this weekend, so it's going to be very good, and can't wait.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Yep. Should be.
So,
Should be.
yeah.
Karen, can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Oh, sure. So I'll give you a little bit of background of what I do too. So I am with the 50 plus, I'm the project manager for 50 plus job seekers in Massachusetts statewide networking groups. And what we do is we help people who are 50 and older through, giving them the tools and the resources they need to have successful job search campaigns. And so we have a variety of workshops. We have various series, but the main series talks about, how to do resumes and cover letters, and we address ageism and negotiating job offers and all that. But in addition to that, I've added the Savvy Seeker series. And the Savvy Seeker series provides programs and resources and additional topics to help people while they're unemployed. And the workshop that Stephen's going to be doing is Healing Through Music. And so, it gets very frustrating when people are going through a job search and they get lots of rejections, or they get into the black hole, they're ghosted by, companies and all that. And what we're trying to do is give them a tool to help them stay focused, stay on track, keep their mental attitude positive and upbeat, and give them coping skills to, continue what they need to do in finding a job.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to it. We're busy can be. How about Tuesday? You want to get together Tuesday?
Sure.
What's
In the
name of
afternoon,
town?
I assume, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
4 o'clock, I'll send you a
4
Zoom link.
o'clock sounds good.
Okay, very good.
Thank you very much.
I'll send to both email addresses. One of you will Zoom in.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Karen.
All right.
She's the best.
She's great.
So now what?
Well, now it's Stephen Martin's set.
Oh.
Glenn Gardner did come back, so we'll want to hear him again.
Yeah, we will.
Do you want to play your song and then we'll go back to Glenn?
Why not? I'm here. I got
You're
my
here,
guitar.
you're set up. Okay. All right, Glenn, we'll be right back at you as soon as Stephen does his set.
When did you guys lose me? I noticed that everything on this end was just like frozen totally. But
Yes, that's what happened. It just froze and then you were gone.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like it was towards the end.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you were probably 3/4 of the way through the song.
Well, you guys all know how that song ends. You've all.
and yet nobody does that song. Thank you for doing it. It was great. So why don't you come back? That was just your first song.
Right. So after Stephen's song, then we'll do the rest of Glenn's set.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to turn on the recording. Okay.
So let's see. Mike was talking earlier about songs and how they should have meter and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do a John Prine song in which he completely disregards the concept of meter, and that's one of the things I like about it. Try it again. I'm walking down the street like Lucky LaRue. I got my hands in my pockets, thinking about you. Yeah, I ain't hurting nobody. I ain't hurting no one. There's 300 men in the state of Tennessee. They're all waiting to die. They won't never be free. They ain't hurting nobody now. They ain't hurting no one. 6,700,033 lights on. You think somebody could take the time to listen to the words of my song? Beach in Indiana, I was 9 years old. Heard Little Richard singing Tutti Frutti from the top of a telephone pole. I wasn't hurting nobody. I wasn't hurting no one. There's roosters laying chickens, chickens laying eggs, farm machinery eating people's arms and legs. They ain't hurting nobody. They ain't hurting no one. Perfectly crafted popular hit songs never use the wrong rhyme. You think that waitress could get my order straight the first time? She's sitting on the back porch shucking that corn. That gal's been grinning since the day she was born. She ain't hurting nobody. She ain't hurting no one. I used to live in Chicago where the cold wind blows. I delivered more junk mail and the junkyard would hold. I wasn't hurting nobody. I wasn't hurting no one. You can fool some of the people part of the time in a rock and roll song. But 50 million Elvis Presley fans, they can't be all wrong. Well, I'm walking down the street like Lucky LaRue. I got my hands in my pockets, babe, thinking about you. Yeah, I ain't hurting nobody. I ain't hurting no one. I ain't hurting nobody. I ain't hurting no one.
That was great.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Stephen. Okay, now we are going to turn off the recording.
Good.
And then we are going to spotlight Glenn again.
All right.
There he is.
Hey.
Don't know what happened, but glad you came back.
I don't either. Weird. Maybe
Are you Wi-Fi? Are you hardwired or what?
Hardwired, and we've got fiber cable here, but I think we might have lost power or something. I don't know. Hard to say.
Okay.
But
All right.
whatever.
Glad you're back.
All right. Well, I'm going to do something just relaxing now. Just a
All
really
right.
relaxing, you know.
But
nice
maybe you can
and
do that song again for us next week.
Yeah.
Or when you want.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was looking at two Broadway songs, actually. The other one, because it was Hair. But I haven't played that song in so long that I say I really would have to spend some time with it to learn it again. You know, give me a head of hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, glowing, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is just a nice, simple railroad cadence kind of song. So. It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. Makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. It's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, ink stains that are dried upon some line. Keeps you in the back road by the rivers of my memory. Keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that bind me, or something that somebody said because they thought we'd fit together walking. It's knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find you're walking on the back road by the rivers of my memory. For hours you're gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and some other woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone, I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, summer sun might burn me till I'm blind. Not to where I cannot see you walking on the back road by the rivers, flowing gentle on my mind. I dip my cup of soup back from a gurgling, cracking cauldron in some train yard. A beard a roughening coal pile and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through a cup hand round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find you waiting from the back road by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. Ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind.
The fine musical stylings of Glenn.
All right, Glenn.
Oh, thank you guys. Made it through.
Yeah.
Nice
I'm
job,
glad you
Glenn.
made it back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So now, before we go on to Ron Israel and the Snake, and then we're going to check in with Joanna, I'm sorry. Keep doing that. And then we'll talk to Sue Sean, and then Steve Azzaro, and then Chris Lee if he shows up.
Yep.
But right now, ladies and germs,
We're just
a
going to
word
have
from
a
our
brief,
sponsor.
Brief word from our sponsor. As you know, we're all here to benefit the New England Wildlife Center, and we very much appreciate that you're here, that you're aware of all the great work that we do at the center, and that you, as you can and as you will, offer your support financially when it works out for you. We have a really good story to tell tonight.
Yeah.
There's a training facility for firefighters over in, I think, Quincy, and they were doing a training session, and all of a sudden they heard some angry snarling and screeching and growling and all of that coming from one of their fake ducts. They have to do training to get into duct areas and all kinds of
Heating ducts.
heating ducts and that type of thing. So anyway, they evacuated the building, which was just the trainees, and then they looked for what was going on in the duct, and they found that it was a mother raccoon and 4 kits, and the mother was being very protective. So they decided that they would stay out of the building and they would call the New England Wildlife Center, which they did, and the New England Wildlife Center rescue squad hurried over there and found a way to, they couldn't extract the family. And of course leaving the raccoons in a place where people were going to be coming and going was not acceptable. So what they did was they figured out a way to get the mother lured out of the way, and they grabbed the kits, and then the mother was eventually lured into a cage where they could
have a heart cage.
have a heart cage, and where they were able to keep her overnight. They fed and watered the kits, and eventually it's a much better told story on the Facebook page of the Wildlife Center, but eventually they were able to relocate the entire family safely, all together, into another spot on the property, outside the building, but a place that would be conducive to them setting up a new nest and being able to grow up as a family. It's illegal to relocate a raccoon or any wildlife really outside of the area in which they were found.
Yeah, especially mammals, and that's because they might have rabies or something, and they don't want to infect a new population.
So, long story, but a happy ending, and boy, your support for the New England Wildlife Center helps make things like that possible. And again, anywildlife.org, you all know that by heart, or a check to 500 Columbian Street, South Weymouth, Mass. 02190. And again, we appreciate all your help.
Well done, my love. And we got a new ambulance as our services continue to expand where needed. Yeah, and thanks everybody, as she said, for supporting the Wildlife Center. And whenever you get any extra money, you know what to do with it.
Every little bit helps.
All right, our next performer is co-founder of Musicians for the Greater Good, a bunch of troublemaking musicians. And just last Sunday, we did a special on the limited voting rights in Texas, and raised about $500 for Beto O'Rourke for his gubernatorial campaign there. And Ron hopefully will be talking about our upcoming show. And before he does that, why don't we give him the clap? Give it up for Ron Isby.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron, adjust your screen a little bit because we can only see the, we can
See his ceiling light very well.
Yeah, yeah.
How do I do that?
Just pull the thing down.
Well, he probably doesn't have a laptop. It's probably there. That would be better.
Better?
Okay.
Well, sort of.
That'll be fine.
It's good. We can see you still.
Yeah, just this camera.
There. That's way better.
You're soft too.
Yeah, you need to.
Soft?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Soft
Better
still?
No, now you're better when you're closer to the mic.
No.
How you doing? How's your hip?
My hip is hip.
You hippie.
Just hipping along. It's a little better. Can you hear me? Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Better?
Yes.
We really should let Sherman talk about the next MGG concert coming up the end of May, because he's leading it. It's
okay. He's still here.
Focused on helping
he?
an organization that's trying
to
prevent violence against Native American women. But maybe next Catbird, he can tell us more about it.
We can go back too and have him tell us some today.
Oh, okay, that'd be good. He's still around. So, all right. So this is the topic, children, right? Is that one of the themes for tonight?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, back in the day, I recorded a CD called Songs for Children of All Ages and Stages. This is the cover. That, believe it or not, is me. And the kid is my nephew, who's now maybe 21. So, but this CD, which I really like, and I recommend for people, parents or grandparents, consists mostly of songs that I wrote for my kids who were very young at the time. Here's one of them.
And it's available where?
You can email me, send me your own email address, and you can get a free copy. A mailing address, send me a mailing address. Ooh, sorry. Let's pretend you're the sky. I'm a field that has gone dry. Do you have rain to lend? I would like to just pretend. Just pretend you're the sun, and I'm a river on the run. Show me how to round the bend, you know. I would like to just pretend. It's a game, I hope it's okay. A game, would you like to play? Let's pretend you're a peach, me I'm banana on the beach. Can we make a smoother blend? Oh, I would like to just pretend. And let's pretend you get rich. I'm just living in a ditch. Would you still be my friend? Oh, I would like to just pretend. It's a game would you like to play? A game, I hope it's okay. And let's pretend you fall down. I'm sitting here on solid ground. Can I help you rise again? Oh, I would like to just pretend. It's a game, I hope it's okay. A game, would you like to play?
Oh, beautiful.
That's great.
That was so nice, Ron. Bravo.
Thank you. This next song is also from this. No, actually, I think this next song was written after the CD was done. This is a song, but it's a kid's song. It's a song for children of all ages and stages. It's about a school that I helped start in New Bedford, Massachusetts, called the Global Learning Charter School. We started maybe 10 years ago with the idea of it being a school for kids of all ethnicities to learn about the world. It's still very much alive today with some graduating classes each year of kids that go off to college from low-income area New Bedford. It's called school. Marcella's from a poor from the plain. Mama Deuce from loves it when it rains.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, please. We're having more problems. Anybody else getting that?
Yeah, very choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's freezing and then getting
Totally
back in and
glitchy.
stuff.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm just going to adjust our connection just in case it has something to do with us. It doesn't look like it does, but just a sec.
I can't understand how it would be if other people are hearing it
Yeah,
too.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. Well,
anyway.
Let's give it another shot.
Yes.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it sounds better.
Marcella is from Mexico, a poor girl from the plain. Mama Deuce from Mali, he loves it when it rains. Me, I'm just a local from somewhere I can't explain. But each of us is nobody's fool. 'Cause all these kids go to my school. Young warriors and precious jewels, we know what life's like in the real world. We just want to see, are there better rules? Samir's from Palestine, he's very, very bright. Hannah, she's from Israel, sparkles in the light. But they know that their people just fight and fight and fight and fight. They ask, must I be this cruel? All these kids go to my school. Young warriors and precious jewels, they know what life's like in the real world. They just want to know, are there better rules? Lutes from the Arctic, where they search his land for oil. Roses from a rainforest, loggers want to spoil. Harry's a real Indian who says we're gonna broil if we keep going on the same old fuel. 'Cause 'cause all these kids go to my school. They're young warriors, they're precious jewels. They know what life is like in the real world. They just want to see, are there better rules? Kids all over want things to be okay. They want to go to a school of a brand new day. They've got some ideas about finding a new way. What they got to say is pretty cool. All these kids go to my school. Young warriors and precious jewels. We know what life is like in the real world. We just want to see, are there better rules? Want to know if there are better rules.
Winnie the Pooh.
Hope that came through.
Oh, Ron Israel, the amazing man. You know, and we didn't know that you started that school. You know, it's funny. You know somebody for so long, but you don't really know them.
You don't know
No, you don't know much at all. And
Well, you hang out in the Catbird long enough, everything spills out.
yeah, good. But you know, maybe someone should write your story. If you're interested, keep me in mind.
Okay, anytime.
All right. Ron Israel, one more time.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Good set. Whew.
Okay. Let's go up to Slytherin now, and see what. There he is, right there. Another great guy, and someone you can't say enough about. How you doing, Snake?
Very well, thanks.
He always is, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what he says anyway.
Yeah.
So, give it up, please, for the Snake.
Evening, everybody. This is a work in progress. I've only played it out once so far. That was in Rhode Island on Wednesday night. So the arrangement's still being refined. The song was written in 1969 by Townes Van Zandt. We had our day, but now it's over. We had our song, but now it's sung. We had our stroll through summer's clover, but summer's gone, now our walking's done. So tell me gently, who'll be your lover? Who'll be your lover after I'm gone? Will it be the moon that hears you sighing? Will it be the willow that hears your lonesome song? Will it be the rain that clings to your bosom? Will it be the sunshine that dries your golden hair? Will it be the wind that warns of my returning? Will a rose be in your arms as you're waiting there? None but the rain shall cling to my bosom. none but the moon will hear my lonesome sigh. None but the wind shall warn of your returning. Fare thee well, my love, goodbye. None but the rain shall cling to my bosom. None but the moon will hear my lonesome sigh. None but the wind shall warn of your returning. Fare thee well, my love, goodbye. Fare thee well, my love, goodbye.
Oh, nice.
Ah, yeah, and nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
Right out of the barn or not, you know.
Played this one last week, but I'm going to do it again because it was fresh out of the barn last week and it was pretty rough. Now it's had a chance to grow up some. Written in 2015 by Cecilia Dahl, called Hollow. The soul of a wanderer, don't know my next of kin, only know two directions, where I'm bound and where I've been. Caught this train in Chicago, heading south to New Orleans. This cold and lonely boxcar is hollow, just like me. And it smells like West Virginia. It tastes of Tennessee. It's deep as Cobb Canyon and hollow, just like me. Companion, but the years are not my friend. Like this train, I just keep rolling, never slowing till the end. And it smells like West Virginia. It tastes of Tennessee. It's deeper than Cobb Canyon and hollow, just like me. An untold story, I will ride the rail till my final journey ends. It smells like West Virginia. It tastes of Tennessee. It's deeper than Cobb Canyon and hollow, just like me. It smells like West Virginia. It tastes just like Tennessee. It's deeper than Cobb Canyon, hollow, hollow, just like me.
Oh, what a beautiful song.
Wow.
Nice song.
Thank you.
Beautifully done, yeah.
What a song.
Oh, you gotta love Cecilia Bell.
Good job, Snake.
Oh, and we're all hollow. We're all empty.
Yep. Thank you for doing that again, Snake.
That would be Eric the Snake Gullickson. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay, we're going to go check up on Joanna Katzen. Oh, and then we're going to go back to Sherman Whipple and talk about the upcoming MGG concert. Then we're going to see Sue Sean and then Steve Azzaro.
And Marion.
And Marion. That's
Yep.
Miriam.
Marion.
Marion?
Yeah, Marion is what it says there. Marion.
I can't see so good.
Well, it does say Marion.
Okay.
But anyway, we've
I
got
take
Joanna.
your word for it.
We've got Joanna now.
Yeah, and she's lovely and she's talented. And give it up for Joanna Katzen.
Thank you. Thank you. You always say the nicest things.
From the heart.
Pardon me?
They're from the heart.
Yeah, and it shows. We know it. We all know it. Anyone who knows you knows it. So one of the themes, the choices for tonight is children. And I thought I'd turn that on its head a little bit and talk about us old children. Now, there have been a few birthdays. I don't know how many of you are WUMB fans, but it's like one of two radio stations that I listen to all the time. And they always talk about artists who have a birthday or had a birthday recently. One of them is Willie Nelson, who is now 89 years old and still going strong. Gotta love him, man. The dude he's smoking and toking and just having a blast, really enjoying life. So gotta admire him and his works. Another person who is, she is having her birthday tomorrow. She's going to be 82 years old. And that is Judy Collins. And Judy Collins, at the young age of 82, get this, just released her first album of all originals. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called Spellbound. And I haven't heard it yet. I've heard a couple of cuts off of it, and it's got to be outstanding. But you know what? That is real inspiration to me, because I was feeling kind of too old to be releasing an EP or a CD or something, which is what I want to do. And so here she is. She's like, she's 82 and she's releasing her first of all originals. Gotta love it, man. I didn't know it, but she started out as a child prodigy pianist. Yeah, not a vocalist. So interesting. Another person who's got a birthday on May 3rd is, or I should say it's his birth date, is Pete Seeger. He was born in 1919, so as of 2020, he would have been 100 years old, and he almost made it. And I would like to honor Pete tonight by playing two of his songs. You'll know what they are. They need no introduction. I invite you to sing along. Please sing your harmonies with them. And I'm going to play them back to back, so no talking in between. Not from me, at least. Where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing. Where have all the flowers gone? Long, long time ago. Where have all the flowers gone? Young girls picked them, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the young girls gone? Long time passing. young men gone? Long time passing, where have all the young men gone? Long, long time ago, where have all the young men gone? Gone to soldiers, everyone. When will they ever learn? When will they ever learn? Where have all the soldiers gone? Long time passing, where have all the soldiers gone? Long, long time ago, where have all the soldiers gone? Gone to graveyards, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? Where have all the graveyards gone? Long time passing, where have all the graveyards gone? Long, long time ago, where have all the graveyards gone? Gone to flowers, everyone. When will we ever learn? When will we ever learn? To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to build up, a time to break down, a time to dance, a time to mourn, a time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven. A time of love, a time of hate, a time of war, a time of peace, a time you may embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. To everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to gain, a time to lose, a time to rend, a time to sow, a time for love, a time for hate, a time for peace. I swear it's not too late.
Wow.
Oh, you are so beautiful.
Flashback.
Can't learn before it's too late. I do pray that that's the case.
What a great set, great concept. Running
Thank
it
you
all
so
together.
much, Joanna.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you for keeping this going, both of you, and all of you.
God bless you. We love you.
We're so glad you came and joined us in the community.
Oh,
Yep.
me too. Me too. I love you all too.
Oh, okay.
Now we're gonna find Sushan.
Sushan.
Yes, Sushan.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
Good to see you this week.
Except my voice isn't too good. I tried all day to get it cleared. It's not too good, but I'll try a song anyway. And maybe it'll work out.
I don't know what's going on tonight, but you're frozen again.
Oh, wow. Really? Can you hear
Now
me?
you're back. Now you're back.
It says our
Can you hear
connection
me?
is unstable.
Oh,
I
was
didn't
that
see
us?
it.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't see it. Wow.
Maybe it's just us.
Yeah, I don't know.
It says we're unstable.
Yeah.
I think some of us are,
know about that.
periodically.
What?
I think some of us are periodically
Yeah.
unstable.
All right, so it seems okay now, but sorry to interrupt.
Give it up for Sushan.
Me too.
Thank you. This is, I have to go really low in order to make it at all. This is by Bob Franke, The Great Storm is Over. And I think it's pretty relevant to today. Hopefully some of our storms in this world will be over soon. And my cats are really getting in the way. No.
That's what cats do.
That's what cats do. Okay. The thunder and lightning gave voice to the night. I have to go a little higher. The thunder and lightning gave voice to the night. The little lame child cried aloud in her fright. Hush, little baby, a story I'll tell of a love that has vanquished the powers of hell. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Sweetness in the air and justice on the wind. Laughter in the house where the mourners have been. The deaf shall have music, the blind have new eyes. The standards of death taken down by surprise. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Release for the captives and end to the wars. New streams in the desert, new hope for the poor. The little lame children will dance as they sing and play with the bears and the lions in the spring. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Hush, little baby, let go of your fear. The Lord loves his own and your mother is here. The child fell asleep as the lantern did burn. The mother sang on till her bridegroom's return. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly. Alleluia, the great storm is over. Lift up your wings and fly.
I like that.
Hey, nice version.
Very nice.
Good, Sue.
Good job, Sue.
Sue, star.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I hope the great storm is over. And you know, I was thinking back to Joanna's set. We just came out of the time to refrain from embracing.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Really.
It's true.
You okay, Sue? You doing okay?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm doing fine. Doing pretty well for an old broad.
Yeah,
I'm hanging in, keeping busy.
Good.
I'm having some fun.
Excellent. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun.
We gotta have fun.
The Dalai Lama says we were
Fine,
here to be
thanks.
happy.
Thanks. Hope you you can say the same.
Thanks, Sue.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Sue.
lot.
Good to see you tonight.
Let's do this now. We got Steve Azzaro and Freddie Kay, I guess, before we tune into the Red Sox game. So, but let's check in with Sherman again to find out what's going on and when with Musicians for the Greater Good.
All right. I've been working on this concert, the issue being twofold: protecting the rights of Indigenous women from violence, both from outside their culture as well as from the murder and violence that has been occurring to them. They have a 400% chance, greater opportunity, not opportunity, wrong word, incidents of murder and disappearances. And the investigation is lax. So we identified a key organization that is sort of pulling this together, because there are multiple small organizations, but the key organization is the Indian Law Resource Center. So, and they need our help. And they're putting together initiatives which go out nationally. So on May 22nd at 5 to 7, we'll be doing a fundraiser. Some of the artists that have indicated are Kim Moberg, who is Native American, Olivia Brownlee from the West Coast. I spoke with Bob Uvello yesterday, and he's agreed to do it. Jan Seides has volunteered. Joan Lang has volunteered. I'll probably jump in. Mike Delaney has volunteered. And Katie Bach, the fiddle player with Sparrow Blue, has volunteered. I've got several other artists I've followed up with. It should be a great concert. And we'll have a meeting about it tomorrow, so I'll discuss these items with them at that time. Even though I will be at Pinky's Barn, I will do the Zoom meeting from my van, as I've done in the past.
Oh,
It's
yes.
worked out perfect.
I remember. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Give Pinky a big hug for me, will you?
I certainly will. She's a very
All right.
huggable person.
Oh she
She's
sure is.
Such a sweetheart. Yeah, we're
Yes.
sorry to miss, but we've got something else to do before the MGG meeting, so we just can't get over there this week.
Yeah, what?
The candidates night.
Oh, yeah, we have candidates night here in Hull.
I knew that at 4,
Yeah.
and I'm going to miss it.
Yep. There's another one at the resort, but it won't be over Zoom. It'll be
In person, yeah.
Yeah. They may Zoom it too. I don't know.
But I've got a couple of. I'm not, much as I love Irwin, I'm not strong. I'm stronger on him than I am, and of course, what's her name, Jen Constable. I happen to like her. She's a very competent person. But it'll be interesting to see the forum.
Yeah.
Well, we're supporting Irwin Some guy, Netzoff.
Nessoff.
Yeah.
Nessoff.
Yeah,
Nessoff.
he's so detail oriented.
Yeah.
And we had this wonderful initiative to make Hull a sanctuary city or sanctuary town. And if he hadn't cluttered the whole thing up, we probably would have passed.
Huh.
But he got into the details and the minutia and didn't get into the overall benefit to the town of Hull from doing that.
Huh.
You know, less crime, greater prosperity, increased property values. He didn't mention that.
Wow.
He talked about the justice issues,
Yeah.
which unfortunately were polarizing.
Yeah.
Well, he's extremely progressive, but yeah,
Yes, he
made
is.
the same mistake that John Kerry made by talking over people's heads.
Yep. Well, this is what Irwin did, and I was very disappointed. I'm like, there's a really simple, clear, concise message. It's good for Hull, or would have been.
Yeah.
And but nevertheless, I hate to see him bring that to the Board of Selectmen, but you know, maybe it's not a bad place for him.
Yeah. Well, we support him and we'll vote for him as well as.
Well, I'll vote for him.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah, he's got my vote because the other choices are not, except for Jen, who I think is incredibly competent.
Hey, we should.
Yeah, we probably
this is-
shouldn't
this is too
burden
long.
these
non-Hullonians
non-Hullonians with this stuff. But
And also,
well, we could.
Jen is cute. Irwin is not.
No, it's true.
Yep. Good point.
All right, thanks, Sherman.
Thanks,
All right,
Sherman.
Let's go on and check in with Steve Azzaro.
And anything goes.
And anything goes.
Thank you, Stephen.
And
Thank you,
Mary.
Stephen and Kathy. I'm so glad that
Steve and Marion.
Dan mentioned this is
let's
the
clap for
International
you
Day
guys.
of Jazz.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy that Dan mentioned that this is the International Day of Jazz. How many of you have been to New Orleans? Anybody? No.
Yep.
Okay, so I've been down
there a lot.
Yeah, I've been down at New Orleans a lot of times. How many of you been to Mardi Gras?
I have.
Yeah. So I spent many times down at New Orleans and attended Mardi Gras one time and enjoyed my visits down there. Love the people, love the food, love the way they speak. And this is a song that I wrote about New Orleans. It's called Down by the River. Marion and I are going to do it for you. I'm so happy that Marion is here because whenever she's here, the songs are better. Thank you. Yeah, okay.
city. Well, that time forgot, we're told. Pass a really good time and let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. I'm tired of the troubles, misery and the strife. Need the city careful got and the big easy life. Going to New Orleans to find some Crescent City action. Let the good times roll and some Bourbon Street distraction. Down by the river where the muddy water flows. Down by the river where you can lose your soul. Come to the city
Gonna drink a little Sazerac and eat some etouffee. Hey, mister, throw me a little luck from the crew high above. Never gonna cease to find good, sweet love. Good, sweet love. Down by the river, muddy waters flow. Down by the river, where you can lose your soul. Come to the city, that time forgot we're told. That's a really good time, and let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. You know, I love New Orleans. I love the people. I love the food. You know, I even love the way they talk, because the way they talk is like music. Hey man, where you at? How's your mama and them? Laissez-les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Who dat? It's alright. It's alright. Alright.
Oh,
That was
great,
really
huh?
nice.
Et toi? And
Down
you
by
wrote
the
that,
river.
Steve? You,
I did
you write
write
that?
it. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's nice.
I love New
My other
Orleans. I
question-
love my time. Love my time down there, and just some of my reflections. You know, of all those visits. I used to do a training program, and then when I got done, everybody'd go home, and I would just take a walk down by the river walk,
Yeah.
and just go down there and just look at that Mississippi, and then my favorite place to go was Popeyes and have red beans and rice.
Oh, cool.
Not too
All right.
exotic, but that's what I liked.
There you go.
And listen, we just want to say that what wonderful songs tonight. And I learned from every one of these adventures, I learned about a new artist, a new song, a new songwriter. Thank you so much, you guys, for the wonders that you provide. We're going to do a song now that Marion and I love. And it's a great song in its day, and it's a great song now. We love it. And if you can sing along with us, we'd love to have you do it. Some of you might know this song, I think.
so.
I can't find the time to tell you. I can't find the time to tell you. So many things to say. I could fit them in a book, of 1,000 pages. So many people say that I couldn't tell a lie in 1,000 ages. Baby, you're wrong. Baby, you're wrong. I can't find the time to tell you. I can't find the time to tell you. I look at your pretty face, and I fall in love with you every time I see you. My downs of eagle grace that are flowing to the ground in a mist around you. Baby, you're wrong.
great.
It is
Man,
great.
you got the modulation right, and you got the words right. There's so many different versions. People, it's "Baby, You're Wrong," but there's "Baby, You're On." And how many Snake? How many different versions of that? I don't even remember how many people got those lyrics wrong.
You
Well,
guys
baby,
got it
you're
right.
on, and baby, your love, and baby, your eyes. And
Right?
all kinds of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
You guys got it all right.
Outstanding.
Actually,
All right.
actually, we
Very fun.
listened
Stephen
to
Marion. What?
we listened to YouTube and the Orpheus, the original, the one where you did on PBS. I think you did a PBS one,
We listened to
and
it
we saw all
sure
your
we did.
gorgeous faces there.
only 170 years ago.
A lot of years ago.
Lot of
Yep.
years.
Yep.
But we
that
love
was
it, and we
fun.
thank you guys for all the beautiful songs that you brought, and especially this song. We love it, and we enjoy singing it. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and Bruce Arnold. Thanks you very much. He's the guy that wrote the song. So
Yes, he
yeah,
did,
we
and he did
appreciate it so much.
Thanks, you
Stephen
guys.
Marion Azaro. I'm assuming her last name is Azaro. Yeah. Well done, folks. Well done. We're so glad to have
Thank
you
you.
as members of the family.
Yeah, this is great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whew. All right, and now it's almost time for the bitter end. But before we let Freddie drive us home, we can talk about next week. And we figure that I forgot what the other what the silly things were. The silly. Well, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So springtime will be our suggested theme. Let's see. There's Spring Vacation by the Beach Boys, April in Paris by Louis Armstrong, Lullaby of Spring by Donovan, Might As Well Be Spring by Frank Sinatra, Spring is Here by Ella Fitzgerald, When It's Springtime in the Rockies by Gene Autry, and I'm sure very many more. So
Springtime for Hitler. By
No, very good, very good.
Springtime for Hitler in Germany. Oh, geez.
True.
Wow.
Don't we have fun?
We do.
We really do.
We do.
All right. Let's go see Freddie. And Freddie, as you know, ministers to people who nobody else ministers to anymore. And he's a dear friend, and we love him well. And ladies and germs, give it up for Freddie K.
I just had a key go down the wrong pipe, so it's all right. How about spring me from this prison, baby? That's my spring. All right. I was going to do Where Do the Children Play, but that was already done eloquently earlier by Cat Stevens. So I was combing through my my pages and I found this one. If I Grow Up is the name of it. Written back in 07, it seems, or at least published. I want to be something if I grow up. I want to be something if I grow up. I want to be something if I grow up. I want to be something, no, something. If I grow up. Will I ever be happy if I grow up? Will I own a big house if I grow up? Can I shoot the man in the big black hat if I ever grow up? myself up off the ground. I'm just hanging around this place, trying to put on a happy face. I'm just doing time in this place, ever weary, but grateful for God's grace. Oh. Life was so short, was such an old child. Heart's getting cold, the eyes get tired. Maybe I'll get there in one more mile. Heck no, man. This child will never grow up. Something if I grow up. I want to be something if I grow up. I want to be something if I grow up. I want to be something if I ever. If I ever grow up. Oh.
Yeah, man.
Old dusty one from somewhere. It seemed appropriate. Okay. And I'm lucky I'm even saying, talk about being a kid. I lost 4 teeth this week.
Oh, really?
Oh man, I mean, that's from the radiation.
We just keep on marching. Keep on marching. You know, plenty of people haven't jumped off the Tobin that are having teeth problems. So I guess. Played this a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna try it again. Called Day Tripper. I like the Beatles version. Riding along, singing a song. They give a lot less about the time of day. Riding along, singing a song. They give a lot less about the time of day. A day trip out. I'm 1,000 miles, 1,000 years from home. I'm a day trip out. Throughout time, do I roam? Throughout the time, I hang around. Smoking some leaf, get some relief. Another day, mundane. Breaking some mud, sipping some suds. Just waiting out, just waiting out that train. I'm a day trip out. Shit, I'm 1,000 miles, 1,000 years from home. I'm a mirror, who's the fairest of them all? Breaking some bubbles about the rising wall. There's no flashing blood, flashing blood, flashing blood always fades away. Said I'm a day, can't trip up. I'm 1,000 miles, 1,000 years from home. I'm a day, trip up. Throughout time, throughout time, throughout time. Drive along, riding low, just singing a song. I could give a hot glass about time of day.
Me neither. Man, this guy's spirit just explodes all over you, doesn't it? Freddie K, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. The perfect ending. And there's not a whole lot more to say.
No.
Except springtime, comes late in New England anyway, and we're going to celebrate it next week. And as the Lakotas say, Mitakuye Oyasi, we are all related.
Let's see what he says.
And Wakantan Kanishiyun, may the Great Spirit walk with you.
And with you too.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you. Another great night of music.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thanks, everybody.
Bless your hearts, guys.
Fun night.
Thanks,
Love
David.
you all.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Snake.
Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Steve and Marion.
Good night,
Good night, all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Stephen and Kathy.
Bye. Oh, nice to see you, Tracy.
See y'all next week.
Thank you. Well.
Good night, all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yep.